Hello and welcome. You are watching Beyond Breaking News, where the news is of the people, for the people, but by the youth. I am YJ Fahad. And I am YJ Snehjot, and we will be your hosts for this bulletin. From national to international, from politics to environment, let's find out what's making news this week. But before we begin, let's take a quick look at the headlines. 3 years of NDA government. So what does their report card look like? BS3 engines banned in India. World celebrates Father's Day and a look at IPL down the years. The first story of this bulletin is about our country, its governance and a report card. Yes, the NDA government, which was voted into power in 2014 general elections, will be completing 3 years of governance this May. There have been many schemes launched by this government. Have these schemes made a dent in the economy and GDP of our country? YJ Om takes this question to the people.
The National Democratic Alliance, led by Bharatiya Janata Party, was in power from 1998 to 2004. The alliance returned to power in the 2014 general elections. Shri Narendra Modi was sworn in as the Honorable Prime Minister on 26 May 2014 with the promise of Achhe Din Aayenge. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Make in India, Skill India and demonetization are just some of the changes seen in the country. Is the country progressing? Is the common man happy? Let's take this question directly to them.
देखो आसमान में खिलकर सूरज निकल रहा है, देश का परचम अब ऊंचा उड़ रहा है। मेरा देश, मेरा देश, मेरा देश, मेरा देश बदल रहा है, आगे बढ़ रहा है। मेरा देश बदल रहा है, आगे बढ़ रहा है।
Do you think the promise of Achhe Din Aayenge has been fulfilled by the government?
Yes, I think अच्छे दिन आ रहे हैं, but it will take time.
उनके कंपैरिजन में फ्रूटफुली देखा जाए तो 25% तो इम्प्रूवमेंट है।
अच्छे दिन आ गए लेकिन महंगाई भी तो बढ़ गई है।
I'm not sure, but I think it will take time.
अच्छा दिन आया नहीं, आएगा भी नहीं। दाल का भाव, तेल का भाव, पेट्रोल का भाव सब बढ़ गया है। पब्लिक खाने के लिए तड़प रहे हैं।
Yeah, I think so because I think corruption has been reduced quietly and government employees are giving good response to people who are coming from there.
ना अच्छे दिन आए हैं ना आएंगे, ये हमेशा महंगाई बढ़ा है। आज इतना महंगाई हो गया है कि दिन भर आदमी काम करता है, 200-300 रुपए मिलता है और घर जाते जाते 50 भी रुपए नहीं बचता।
Yes, I believe अच्छे दिन आ गए हैं because everywhere we are seeing development in the country and the corruption has gone down.
अच्छे दिन तो बड़े लोगों का आए हैं, हम तो ऑटो चला के दिन गुजार रहे हैं।
Inflation has gone up, prices of commodity has increased and it's very difficult to run our livelihood. So अच्छे दिन नहीं आए हैं।
I don't know अच्छे दिन आए हैं नहीं because one side I can see my country is developing and other side my pocket is empty.
अभी तो मोदी सरकार को 3 साल हुए हैं, अभी टाइम तो दो, अच्छे दिन जरूर आएंगे।
युवाओं के हाथों से भारत संवर रहा है, गांव की सड़क से अब शहर जुड़ रहा है।
Which is the best scheme launched by the government?
According to me, best scheme is Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. The country is growing more cleaner and greener.
स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा इरादा कर लिया हमने, देश से अपने ये वादा कर लिया हमने। स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा
स्वच्छ भारत अभियान अच्छा है।
I think Make in India.
मेरे को ये सब पता नहीं है।
ये कोई अच्छी चीज नहीं है, सिर्फ दिखावा है, छलावा है। मुझे लग रहा है स्किल इंडिया।
Modi government has been doing good as far as skill concerns, to boost the skill in the people.
I think Skill India because youngsters today need vocational training.
Skill India because I think companies should hire people with vocational skills.
I think Make in India is one of the good scheme by Modi government because it encourages people to develop, to produce goods in India so that we might get things at a cheaper rate instead of importing from other countries.
मोदी सरकार का स्वच्छ भारत अभियान बहुत अच्छा है।
स्वच्छ भारत का इरादा इरादा कर लिया हमने, देश से अपने ये वादा कर लिया हमने।
The saffronization of a country is based on progress and not on caste, religion or family-based politics, and that is why many states praise lotus button during the Legislative Assembly elections this year. The BJP now holds majority in 10 states. In Goa, Maharashtra and Manipur, BJP shares power as senior partner. And in 4 other states, in Andhra Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Nagaland and Sikkim, BJP shares power as junior partner. The report card says passed. On that note, this is YG Om with camera person Yashas signing off for Beyond Breaking News.
Bharat State Emission Standards, known as BSES, are emission standards instituted by the Government of India.
This is done with a view to regulating the output of air pollutants from internal combustion engines and spark ignition engines equipment, including motor vehicles.
The BSES standards and the timeline for implementation are set by the Central Pollution Control Board.
Vaidis Varda and Yesus bring us all the details of the ban on BS3 engines.
Bharat State Emission Standard were first introduced in 2000 and was equivalent to the international Euro 1 standards.
All new vehicles manufactured after the implementation of the norms are expected to comply with BSES regulation in force at the particular point of time.
BS3 was implemented in 13 metro cities in 2005 and nationwide in 2010.
Similarly, BS4 was implemented in 13 metro cities in 2010 and was scheduled to come into effect nationwide on 1st April 2017, which it did.
Bharat State Emission Standards set limits for release of air pollutants from equipment using internal combustion engines, including vehicles. Typically, the higher the stage, the more stringent the norms.
Here's what BS4 norms stipulate. 50 parts per million sulfur. This is much lower when compared with BS3, which allowed up to 350 parts per million.
Also, hydrocarbon, nitrogen oxide and particulate matter emissions are lower under BS4.
Many Indian cities are already among those with the poorest air quality in the world. Upgrading to stricter fuel standards helps tackle air pollution.
To help enforce BS4, authorities have also been prohibited from registering vehicles that don't meet BS4 norms henceforth, except on proof that the vehicle was sold on or before March 31st.
Other developing countries such as China have already upgraded to the equivalent of Euro 5 emission norms a while ago, so India is lacking behind even after implementation of BS4 norms.
In 2016, the Indian government announced that the country would skip the BS5 norms altogether and adopt BS6 norms by 2020. BS6 standards has implemented in Europe since 2014, so we have a long way to catch up with world standards.
In the last 3 years, India's energy consumption has grown about 6.5% of CAGR, which is more than the figure of last 10 years.
India has now announced that in a bid to lower the fuel import bill,
India will target an all-electric car fleet by 2030.
On this note, this is YJ Yashas.
And this is YJ Varda with camera person Bhavika signing off for Beyond Breaking News.
How better to remember important days and dates than by celebrating them?
For example, the story we just saw is so relevant for Environment Day. Then there are days like Teachers' Day, Children's Day, Earth Day. Believe me, there are as many occasions as there are days in the calendar.
This story is about a special day celebrated for someone who is very special in our lives.
Why this Bhavika and Swayam bring us this inspiring story? Take a look.
A friend, a guide, an advisor, a mentor, a teacher and a supporter.
Yes, these are some of the words we use to describe our father.
That one person who taught us how to walk, talk and dream big.
My hero is my dad. But what does your dad mean to you?
What qualities of your father inspires you the most?
His confidence and humbleness.
His firmness, his confidence and honesty inspires me a lot.
Dad is very hardworking. I always take inspiration from him, the way he works.
He's disciplined, his nature.
That he's very confident in his life.
My father is very hardworking and he's very caring.
My father is an NRI and he lives away from us. But still when he comes, he behaves like he's always there with me.
What message would you like to give your father?
You love me a lot, but I love you more than you love me.
He is the most caring person I've ever seen. I love you, Daddy.
I really admire him, I care for him and love him.
Papa, I love you.
Papa, you are the best.
I don't say it much, but I do love him.
This year it falls on the 18th of June.
First celebrated in the US, many countries around the world celebrate this day to express their gratitude and love toward their fathers.
So, don't forget to do something extra special for your dad this year. On this note, this is YJ Swayam
and this is YJ Bhavika with camera person Rigved signing off for Beyond Breaking News.
With that, it's time for a short break.
Don't go away. We will be right back.
Coming up on the other side, a billion dreams.
Keep watching
Beyond Breaking News. Welcome back. The Indian cricket loving audiences have been treated to some extraordinary matches thanks to the 10th edition of IPL.
Over the years, players have broken records, big teams have lost, and many an underdog team has won.
Purple caps and orange caps and match superstars.
YJ Rigved takes us down IPL memory lane.
Watch and enjoy.
We all remember that the first IPL took place in 2008. We even remember that Shaun Marsh of Kings 11 Punjab won the orange cap and Sohail Tanvir of Rajasthan Royals won the purple cap. Shane Watson was the man of the series and Rajasthan Royals were the champions. But do we remember the details of all the matches? Let's refresh your memory. 2009. Due to the general elections, IPL shifted the entire tournament to South Africa. Orange cap, Matthew Hayden. Purple cap, RP Singh. Player of the series, Adam Gilchrist. Winner, Deccan Chargers.
Yes, Bank maximum.
2010. Orange cap, Sachin Tendulkar. Purple cap, Pragyan Ojha. Player of the series, Sachin Tendulkar. Winner, Chennai Super Kings. 2011. Orange cap, Chris Gayle. Purple cap, Lasith Malinga. Player of the series, Chris Gayle. Winner, Chennai Super Kings.
That's a terrific shot.
2012. Orange cap, Chris Gayle. Purple cap, Morne Morkel. Player of the series, Sunil Narine. Winner, Kolkata Knight Riders.
3 in a row.
2013 was the year of spot fixing and suspensions. Orange cap, Michael Hussey. Purple cap, Dwayne Bravo. Player of the series, Shane Watson. Winner, Mumbai Indians.
Saskaya drags this around. Oh, yes, sir.
2014. The early part of tournament clashed with the dates of election. The event had to be shifted to the UAE. Orange cap, Robin Uthappa. Purple cap, Mohit Sharma. Player of the series, Glenn Maxwell. Winner, Kolkata Knight Riders.
For the boundary. And that's another one.
2015. Orange cap, David Warner. Purple cap, Dwayne Bravo. Player of the series, Andre Russell. Winner Mumbai Indians. 2016 Sunrisers Hyderabad were the winners of IPL 9. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar took away the purple cap and Virat Kohli's 919 runs made him the top scorer and winner of the orange cap and the man of the series. IPL 10 had some nail-biting matches and none more so than the final. Mumbai Indians lifted the Champions Trophy for the 10th IPL, making them the only team to win the trophy 3 times. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar took away the purple cap and orange cap was worn by David Warner. Till the next IPL, this is YJ Rigved with camera person Aditya signing off for Beyond Breaking News.
And with that, we come to the last story of this bulletin, and that means it is time for some entertainment.
And entertainment is all about breaking records, and this film is about one of the world's most loved record makers.
Many biopics have been made on sport achievers: Bhag Milkha Bhag, Mary Kom, Dangal and MS Dhoni.
YJ Aditya tells us about the latest biopic on We Won't Tell You.
Watch and enjoy.
This is the tale of a small boy with stars in his eyes and a dream in his heart. A journey from hatred to love, trading the path of becoming a god to his fans. Untold stories revealed, a billion dreams unfolded. We are talking about the living legend of cricket, Sachin Tendulkar.
परेशान कर दिया मुझे सोसाइटी के बच्चों ने।
मैं सिर्फ 10 साल का था जब 1983 में इंडिया ने वर्ल्ड कप जीता। वहीं से सफर मेरा शुरू हुआ। एक दिन मुझे भी वर्ल्ड कप हाथ में पकड़ना था।
Sachin, A Billion Dreams is a biopic on cricketer Sachin Tendulkar, which released on 26th May.
नाम क्या बोला अपने भाई का?
Sachin Tendulkar. The film was shot in Hindi and Marathi, and the dubbed version of the film was released in Tamil and Telugu. The music for the film has been composed by two-time Academy Award winner A.R. Rahman. The trailer shows and great fans pelting stones and burning effigies of Indian cricketers, while Tendulkar's voice is heard in the background saying,
ये इंडियन क्रिकेट का सबसे बुरा वक्त था। हर खिलाड़ी को निराशा के बाद अपने पैरों पे खड़े होकर लड़ना जरूरी होता है।
I would tell people, when Sachin comes into bat, मुझे बता देना।
क्रिकेट खेलना मेरे लिए मंदिर जाने की तरह था।
The movie not only took us down the memory lane by showcasing some of the most iconic moments in the cricketer's life, but also gave us insight into his personal life. मगर पिक्चर अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त. We hope the Master Blaster makes many more movies and breaks many more records. On this note, this is YJ Aditya with camera person Om signing off for Beyond Breaking News.
On that note, we come to the end of this bulletin.
This is YJ Snehjot
and this is YJ Fahad signing off for Beyond Breaking News, where the news is of the people,
for the people,
but by the youth. Goodbye and take care.
The National Democratic Party.
These are some of the words used to describe a father.
What message would you like to give your father?
I love him more.
India has now announced that to bid a...
Bhuvaneshwar Kumar took away the orange cap. Sorry.
Pelting stones and burning effigies of
food. इधर उधर क्यों देख रही है बेटा? स्क्रीन में देख, आई लुक चेंज होता है.
ये साथ में बोलना है, मैम ने बोला. Don't go away. We will be right back. Oh, फंबल हो गया थोड़ा सा. फिर बोल देते हैं.
Welcome back, the Indian cricket loving audiences. Welcome back, the Indian cricket loving audience.